streaming.
Then we got 5-second delay.
I'll show you a notification. So normally I get your notifications.
Just no, that's Diablo 3. I wonder if it's because I'm recording.
Okay, it just updated right there.
Well, yeah, but I updated that. You can go and skip the ad. Oh yeah,
Okay,
no,
yeah, we
there
on
it
the line. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, we get a delay.
is. Perfect. And then, because I just need to be able to see the chat in case someone says something. You should be. You'll be if you just go to your page, you'll be able to tell. But honestly, if
Okay, yeah, the notification just went.
perfect, there it is. All right, here we go. Let's start the game. All right, what name?
What? I don't know. Just put. I guess put Dylan. I guess.
Dylan. All right.
Gender neutral name.
Hey. That's you.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again, but I caught you this time.
Oh, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Ah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Dylan.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Dylan, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? No, I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Ah, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about.
You're kind of a dick.
Nah, you don't. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yes, I am new to this game. Sorry if I pronounced this wrong. Pasitos 2007?
Yeah, so I've played this game once before, but my buddy here, Dylan, never has. So I thought this would be a good game to introduce him to.
And yes, we read comments.
Alright.
Yeah, well, there's a delay on the stream.
Yeah, there's a talking delay.
So Dylan see me in the chat, that's me.
Yeah, so Unfortunately, I don't have a very fancy setup, so I can't really access my account, but we're just going to work off of Dylan's. So, there is a small talking delay that I will be sure. I do read the comments and I do respond. I usually respond in chat, and so I find it hard to. I always forget there's a delay, especially if people don't have their audio on. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Well, hang on, no. So yeah, I finished the game, but Dylan here has never played it, so I want him. He's gonna make all the decisions for himself.
So yeah, I never played this game before. So,
Don't make me keep worrying about you.
all right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind in at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought, that's you.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in.
Honestly, you're even worse than me. Oh, hit that way.
That doesn't. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori?
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
What, meanie?
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please?
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori's really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Excuse me. Take it. Yes! Let's go!
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
Someone sold a piece of hair at our school for a cupcake.
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here! I told you! Oh, that's you.
No, I told you, don't call me a new member. And I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. You can take that one.
Dylan, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Actually, here, why don't you take her?
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Dylan. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Dylan. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know, I sound like Kawhi Leonard on that.
Yeah.
Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you know, you dummy. All right. I give up Natsuki weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted Yuri looks like.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any other major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. But I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort into starting something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best.
You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted about the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So Dylan, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! My Hero Academia. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
I agree. Oh, why is that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind in the club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Oh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Nope. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem for our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dylan?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again.
Hold on, there is still one problem.
Huh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and
Oh, they look so sad.
I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought... Dylan...
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this?
That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right.
Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Hey.
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Dylan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Dylan, since we're already here, don't you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sari and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Bro, I hate it when that happens, yo. So you'll go to like a meeting and they be like, "Oh, what's up with the new member?" I'm like, "Yo, I said I'm visiting."
Yeah, it's like I'm just here to see what's going on. I'm not here yet.
And that's the trap on how I got into like 3 organizations.
Oof. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. See, now you understand why I'm having you make the decisions here? Alright.
I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Alright, let's write this poem. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. It's a pet I have up. So for people who get bored, they can click it. And if you click it, like click its face, you give it XP. And then it levels up and you can unlock new icons and stuff.
Okay. I'm not telling you this.
Yeah, so I manage all that, but yeah, you can move it around wherever you want, or I think there's a way you can bring it down off of your page if you want.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. All right, let's write this poem. Just pick a word.
Promise.
So Sayori liked that one. Pick another word.
Let's see. Heaven sent. Okay. Cage. Candy. Awesome. Treasure.
Sounds like you're appealing to Sayori so far.
Games. Amazing.
Are you trying to appeal to Sayori?
No.
Oh, who are you trying to appeal to?
I guess the one in the middle.
Natsuki?
Yeah, Natsuki.
So you'll want, like, she likes her cute things, so, like... Oh, I don't see anything. Probably pure. Yeah.
Let's see. Special.
You're... Puppy will
It's gonna be that one situation where I'm going after somebody and
just completely wrong.
Yep.
Philosophy. That's quite a thing to write about.
Let's see. Love. Insight. Imagination. Daydream. Let's see. Determination. Silly. I'm gonna go with headphones. Gotta stay with a pair of headphones.
There you go.
Destiny. Marriage.
Alright, we got our first poem done. Hi again, Dylan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Dylan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps your manga collection in the club room.
Maybe I used that. Natsuki.
Oh, she just got stuck between saying Monica and manga? Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys.
Dylan always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come you and Dylan can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought something today, you know? Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not.
It's what I do. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I would make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intensive expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes.
Whoa!
I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
I wish. Dude, if I could get into a napping club, that would be amazing. Get credit for that too? Could you imagine getting credit for
3 credit hours?
3 credit hours
for sleeping?
Oh. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, You need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best. That's a problem.
What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe out the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why did you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I should have said stupid like 6ix9ine. Like stupid. I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close?
I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud.
Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see the Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? Oh, and why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so.
So maybe you should come and wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah.
Monica suddenly calls out, "Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Dylan, I can't wait to read yours."
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. But now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn apart from her spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. See, I should have said stupid like stupid.
Alright, pick a person to show a poem to.
Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness. This is so good. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez.
I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this, but that's Sayori. Maybe even Natsuki's. Oh, she was saying, okay.
Are you sure you don't like it just because? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, It's not just a poem, it's a Dylan poem, and that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. No. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Dylan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of saying thank you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I don't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast. What? I can't just not imagine that I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Yeah, I feel that.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it.
Alright, who's next?
Natsuki.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked?
Hey, we can squirrel right now.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Oh, but before we read this, if they don't want to be in the club anyways, that was the perfect opportunity to be like, to just leave and then just blame her for why you won't show up.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Alright?
I don't even know what I wrote, but I think it's better than this one.
I was picking random words out of a dictionary and it's better than this one. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
She was like, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks their writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Wait, what was hard-hitting about that poem, though?
I guess that humans can't fly.
Or that humans can try, but that's about, like, I guess animals can do all this great stuff, but we can try, and that's about it.
I guess.
I don't know. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. Oh yeah, because I wish I was an owl and I could fly. Oh, actually, I guess.
I get it.
Yeah, eagles can fly, owls can seek it. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. But
the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did.
I guess more went into that. More went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro.
We're bad at this reading thing, but who really cares?
Yeah, we're reading each other lines.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Who's next?
I guess Monica, because...
Hi, Dylan. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ha 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 ha! Don't worry, Dylan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sarah and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you showed it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get whenever reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into that much?
Ha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound just like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying...
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find out the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little more biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Let's get it. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, let's get it.
Hole in the Wall.
Alright, so you read the last one, I guess I'll read this one. Alright. Alright, let me take a swig of water for you.
Yeah, go for it. Oof, that's a long one.
Alright. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany? I just said.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Here we go.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. Just forget to, did she just have this monologue going on in her head of what she was saying about it and then just didn't say anything?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess she got done reading and then she was thinking of everything she was going to say.
What if she was having the actual conversation in her head and then she just gets so pissed off because he's not responding? And she's just why aren't you saying anything back? I'm talking about your poem here.
And then you didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. It's kind of like a little backhand right there. I guessed it was your first poem after reading it. Just nice little backhand to the face.
Let's read yours then. Alright, so is that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to the people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm breathing. Wait, I bathe calm breathing air. What? Something breathing air out. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The lights flicker, I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible Yeah, you do have terrible handwriting. Do you know how hard it was for me to read your poem? Your handwriting is awful, jeez.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But you took a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief. Also, that's you.
Also, I like the poem.
Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I don't know if I can get through a poem that's written like that's
short.
I could barely got through one that was that short, and even then I had to leave out a word because I didn't know what it said. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Haha. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dylan.
Really? I must have totally missed the point then.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feeling, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's
nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you.
I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I had anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Dylan. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. I don't like her much. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Dylan liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh. That music just changed.
I'm wrong.
That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Dylan appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay?
But you know what? I was the one whose poos magically grew a size bigger as soon as Dylan started going. What the hell?
Oh, she called her out! She just put her out there! Bro, she just put her all the way out there! Oh! Just under the railroad tracks.
Yeah, that went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Dylan! She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this world wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out as the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Dylan.
Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, Dylan? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
You should just pick one of the two.
Okay, who's the one on the left?
That's Yuri.
Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poems.
See?
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. That's exactly what happened. And then you put her out there. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand, Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took that way too far. Yuri means well, and if you told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? God, Monika's just like the mom.
Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sari doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the distance, storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair.
Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Dylan. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So,
what thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind about that. I'm gonna go make some tea.
Good idea. making up for more than one person. Okay, yeah, we all said that.
Yeah.
Kermit meme, we'll pull out the Kermit meme.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Dylan, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh my god.
And maybe you learn something from your friends too.
So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Dylan, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
Nah, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
You know, Dylan, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's,
Every day is gonna be so much fun!
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop here? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as internal monologue sometimes.
Okay. Let's do this. Alright, who's next?
Alright, prayer. Well, what the fuck suicide? I don't know. What the fuck? That's extreme. Friends. Guess, laugh.
Are you pretty much just going after Sayori? Because if you want to do Yuri, you gotta do more like dark and analysis. Big words, basically.
Let's see. Anime. Hope. Charm. Loud. Philosophy. Ocean.
Massacre. Wow.
No, that is extreme. No. Journey.
Some of you like misfortune, suicide, massacre.
Let's go with lust.
Some of these are dark, man.
Time.
Marshmallow.
Let's see. Forgive.
Oh, vertigo.
I'll go agonizing because I'm like, yo, that is out there. Extraordinary. Games. Lucky. Melody. Lazy, and to end it off, we'll go with music.
Here we go again.
No, Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Dylan.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry.
Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Huh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that? All of the sudden.
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
Yuri suddenly giggles.
I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her books, as usual.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Dylan to let me borrow something. Wow, she doesn't scold her for listening and tell him to let me borrow money. Don't get me involved like that. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of us all, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap! Did you just hit her? Oh, out of nowhere, something small smacks her in the face and tumbles. Ow! What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Because you paid for restitution. Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
Aha. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie.
Jeez, just eat it.
Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good.
Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going to go through a lot. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of the Natsuki cookie.
Damn! Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Oh my gosh. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swing open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are.
I didn't mean to be late.
I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically?
I don't know.
Glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just...
Okay. She said study hall. I thought she was about to go like, whoa. She said my last period today, and I was like, wait, what?
Oh! To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. It just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I also like to look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Dylan. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Yeah. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Dylan, serious suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were going to make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. You're going with Dylan to get some supplies. There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him.
Monica's trying to make the move.
Like, hold on, don't she got a boyfriend though?
No, she was practicing piano.
Okay, because you said you chose your boyfriend over. Okay, so they were joking when they said that.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was about to miss the girl for a second. Alright. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find a poster paper too. Okay, ready, Dylan? Yup, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so?
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
That sounds kind of dull.
Dylan, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of a poem like, Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland! Like that.
Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know.
I know.
I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival's gonna be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Dylan, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
The mission? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me.
The two of us enter a classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. Kinda dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
Ah, I dropped one by accident. Smack. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and crayons spill all over her lap. Ow.
You okay?
My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead.
Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Dylan, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess I could. I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What the hell was that? Oh, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Oh, okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they are already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Sorry, I forgot. Haha.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you've cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Dylan. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out, even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too.
How was that his fault though? She just dropped a crayon and smacked her head on the shelf.
I don't know.
Oh well.
If I wasn't rushing you out the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Dylan, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Dylan, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever. If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that, so it wouldn't be fair to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Siri has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep thoughts like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess she would go back. I guess we should go back.
I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ooh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we made it back to the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just ready to start sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead, she's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead under the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find what we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. She forgot all the stuff. Calm down, I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Haha, sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Dylan. Well,
Sayori. I fail to come up with any excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that.
Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too! Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems?
Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat.
Alright, who's showing it to first?
Sayori.
Dylan, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
Yeah, I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
Eh? No way! Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's like that. It's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. This just got corny real fast. What the hell?
So apparently, someone thought you said she thought it said, "Dylan, I really love your penis, not your poems." And I was like, "Whoa, that took a real big turn, real fast." We should hang on. I'm gonna.
Yeah, see who's all in the chat.
Oh, I was gonna say, viewers, pick out the next poem.
Yeah, cause we got what we got. Cause we got like 3-4 people in the chat.
Yeah, so hopefully, you know.
Or they're gonna text your line directly and not comment.
Yeah.
Alright, stop thinking weird things, idiot. It just means that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life, but you somehow make everything in your life an adventure? Even the little things
like cooking! Let's not talk about that.
So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting into my business all the time.
I don't know if I understand.
You'll never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey!
I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Dylan. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Huh? What? Huh?
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really? Ah, I broke my pencil.
Sayori hesitantly down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Sorry, I forgot all about that. It's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it.
Bottles.
Whoa,
hello. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf. That sounds so dirty. I frantically pull them from off the shelf one after the other, holding them off to each and every friend. Oh, she's talking about the poem. I thought she was talking about the comment. She's talking about the poem. Yeah, I guess that could... Yeah, you're talking about bottles. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That got kind of dark.
Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did.
Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die!
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be this pessimistic.
Alright, up next, Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either.
Huh? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you? You did put her out there. She just put Yuri out there, all critical about her looks and whatnot.
And she was sneak this in the last poem.
Yeah,
anyway.
No, definitely. Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Aha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me to completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Huh? You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
She has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem.
Oh, this ought to be good. Here. Amy likes spiders.
I guess I'll read this one since you read that.
Go for it.
Alright. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Okay.
Alright, well, her true nature's coming out. Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
Damn.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Yeah, you're overcritical and you don't like people for the simplest things. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Again, like anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy?
Somebody insecure.
Right. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right.
At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Alright, who's next?
Guess Yuri. Monica Celeste, and she's the most positive of everybody.
Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Dylan. Your skills are already improving.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect.
You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring.
Ooh, daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her phone.
Here we go again.
The raccoon.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. I'm not sure I want to know what this is a metaphor for.
Like a raccoon?
Because the raccoon... So, the raccoon is her urge, and she's cutting bread with a cutting knife. I don't know, man. That sounds... The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies.
but I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Last but not least, Monica. Hi again, Dylan. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like that other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerated.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, unapproachable or anything, am I?
No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Alright,
save me.
Somebody save me.
Oh.
Trying to please them, almost upgrade.
You want to read this one or should I?
Yeah, I'll read it. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. Cacophony? Okay,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that font on that word is really weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Of meaningless noise, the noise it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, speaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless.
Load me.
What? Load me. Is that like a...
I don't know.
She trying to get the pipe or something?
She wants you to put your USB into her port. You gotta load up them files, man.
You know what I'm saying? She trying to get the pipe. She trying to get the pipe down.
Upload your USB. Oh, it's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
Mess around and start getting called big data or something.
How many gigs you pack in there? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. You got that right. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can only be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Okay.
You never know when you might change your mind.
Okay.
Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
It's not about the tip. She's talking about a different tip.
Yeah. Still talking about that USB, man. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you'd heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Performing? Monica, yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all in the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice.
I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes
Recitation?
I don't know.
Recitation, I think?
The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Ooh.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure as she enunciates this must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself.
Oh, there goes gravity. I had to throw that in there.
It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone that I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Dylan liked it.
I guess that's a good sign. What does that mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well as with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Dylan. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyways. Might as well let Dylan lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
She just lays into everyone, huh? Natsuki. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read.
I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me like I'm popped. Making me feel terrible. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes it to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when it's spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if they've given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me. Whatever. I will. It don't matter. I will. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. I might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now.
Make sure you pick the poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think it's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll just have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Nah. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Dylan. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Nah. Well, would you walk home with Yuri or Sayori? If Yuri asked for you to walk home with her, what would you do?
I'm still walking home with Sayori.
Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Dylan. You think too much about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird for Sayori to care so much about it, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright. Let's see. So first... response in chat. Chooses the word. Should probably spell first, right? Chooses the word for the next poem. Yeah, they were the other people check back in every now and then, so I figured we can just chill here for a minute. Wait for someone to choose. What kind of pizza do you want?
Put just one time.
It doesn't matter.
Spicy Italian sauce. Gotta get the spicy Italian sauce.
I'll let you just watch the. I'll order it and I'll let you watch the chat for a minute.
I'll keep whoever entertained up in here. That's what Doki Doki literature play. I've never heard this before. So let's see. Let's see. Alright. So let's see how I'm looking up. Because what we're like. Let's see. How long? This game pop up on how long it beat. Okay, it says completionist is about 7 hours, and we've been when did we start? Like 6:30. Let me check the timestamp on the thing. So like 2 hours ago. So, but this is a completionist to 7 hours. Alright, let's see what's going on. What's popping in the chat? Let's see. Wow, Alex is downloading it. Shout out to Alex, man. He just sent me a DM. He's downloading the game. So we put somebody on to it. So let's go. Shout out to Alex and shout out to everybody that's in the that stopped by the stream. So let me pull up the users that's in the chat. So let's see. Alright, so shout out to Commander Root, Freddy Bot, Lurks, LURXX, and the Linguistic Polar Bear. Okay, so shout out to y'all. Let's see who else has been in the chat. Shout out to Pacitos 2007. I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. Shout out to Izzy Bauer in the chat. Let's see. And let's see. And then shameless plug-in. I do have my own podcast, man. So Dylan Dilworth podcast, you know what I'm saying? So that's the shameless plug. Social media is Dylan_CBE. It's just my Twitch name in the chat, except there's an underscore between Dylan and CBE. That's Instagram and Twitter. So yeah. So let's see. Alright, what's the Twitch link? What's the Prime link? People still playing RuneScape?
Oh yeah, RuneScape's making a comeback, man. Didn't you know?
Nah. So I'm looking at like the Twitch Prime League. RuneScape, June 18th to July 15th. RuneScape.
Yeah, they opened it up for mobile too.
Mobile.
Yeah, old school RuneScape's on mobile now.
Man, I have not played RuneScape now. What was that other computer game that used to be like not like RuneScape, Adventure Quest?
Oh,
I'm that old.
Uh-huh.
I'm that old, man. Adventure Quest. Bro, I had like, bro, is that game even still going?
Should be. Because there was a Venture Quest, there was Mech Quest.
There was like Dragon something.
Yeah.
Bro, you stay out. Battle 1.
Alright. I don't think if no one's responded yet, I think I'll just let's see. I'm gonna make this as dark as possible.
Oh wow, so you're picking this song?
Massacre, Misfortune, Disoriented, and Hopeless. Oh damn, what? Hopeless was Sayori? Yikes. Explode. Ambient. Depression. That was Sayori. Doki Doki. contamination, philosophy, skipping, bubbles, heaven sent, prayer, judgment, unrequited, disaster extraordinary, after image.
Jesus. Who's on?
Oh man, that's Yuri. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Ha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, not picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part in the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for right now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri and Sayori's anyways. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are.
Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine. See, Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversations has already dispersed everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Dylan, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging rubber erasers up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Dylan. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sir, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about her well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. And are you sure about that? She seemed like she seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Dylan. Ooh, me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Dylan. Have you thought that maybe you always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. Man, she did a whole spiel. She's spilling all the tea. That's what she's doing. She's spilling all the tea. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. Nah. I'll try to forget. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she's afraid to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. Excuse me. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary because there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica.
Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out into the club room. Why don't we all share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, who's first?
We'll go with Yuri, since that's the one that appeals to the most.
Alright. Dylan, this is wonderful! I can feel the emotion you've poured into it.
Oh, Lord.
Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday?
Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. Oh, you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know.
The music changed.
That show did.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes as she collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing... What, turned southern there for a second. It just...
I know.
Yeah, you heard that? Okay, I didn't know if you heard
that.
I
I was
turned
like,
southern there for a hot... For that one word, just motivated. It just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends?
I mean, we saw how Natsuki treated her.
Yup. For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri smiles sadly. Dylan, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Oh, snap.
Oh, wow.
Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's the only way to put it.
That's one way to put it anyway.
But
books are so full of amazing and inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you take a look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me, they don't tease me for spacing out all the time, they don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Dylan. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. Damn, this is getting deep. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Dylan. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, You've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are good friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do.
Let me get it for you.
Beach.
Fucking handwriting. You go ahead and read this one.
Beach, a marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth. Bro, I can have it. What's that? Chaotically.
Yeah.
Okay, because his handwriting is.
I know. It's so,
on Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky, an expose of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. It will gently lick at your foundation. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's talking about your feet, man.
I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sank my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy. What's that say, bro? I can't read that handwriting.
Where?
Tendrils, right here. Tendrils?
Yeah, tendrils.
Tendrils turn back, and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth furthermore. Okay. Yep, and there's nothing all the way at the bottom this time.
That's weird.
Right.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of inane? I don't know. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways, so Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyways, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, who's next?
Alright, hold up real quick. Because, she just started going on that whole tangent. When that reminds me of this time where I was at school, and then I forgot something in the station, so I ran back to the student union. It was like an hour before it closes, and they're setting up like tables and chairs for all the events and stuff that's happening tomorrow. I get in the elevator when an employee comes in with the tables and chairs and stuff. And then, just to make conversation, I was like, "Oh, what's up?" He was like, "Oh, what's up?" He was like, "How are you?" Good. And then, it's supposed to go. Well, it's not supposed to go. It's supposed to answer truthfully, which they did. But it's supposed to be. It should be. Well, no. Let me stop saying should. But generally it goes, "Oh, how are you?" "Good." "How are you?" And they say good, and then you keep it moving. But except this time, this person was like, "Oh, hi." I said, "Good. How are you?" And then they just went on a whole tangent. Wow. And they was like, and then just like a whole time. I was like that person's therapist for like the 20 seconds of that elevator ride. And like, man, he was like, "No." He was like, "Because we closed at 11. He was like, "But we still gotta clean up, vacuum us up for the events tomorrow, so we're not really leaving here till 12:30. Then I gotta drive home, and then like, I'm just tired right now. I still gotta do this." I'm like, whoa. And I was like, dang, I was there for like that quick 20 seconds in the elevator going from the first floor to the third floor.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that 20-second therapy. Can't beat it.
But I ain't tripping. They didn't get it off their chest anyway. So, because you could tell that they were frustrated.
Who should we show to next?
I guess not Suki, since they wrote about the same thing. When it's fresh in her poem is still kind of fresh in our minds.
Oh man, this is seriously a step backwards.
I know.
I liked your last two way better than this one. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things. As long as you're not just trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross.
Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
Eh? No,
No,
gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
It's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you.
Damn, you're snapping back.
Exactly. God. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry. I was too. Yeah, with an elbow to the gut.
Silence. How the hell do you call that a joke?
Right.
That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened.
Oh.
I'll be your beach.
All right. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that lets you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Before we move on, hey, shout out to Hirat0122 for the follow. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hirat0122.
Wait, hold on. Oh, they're following me. Wait, are they following you or me?
You.
Oh! Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Is that... Yeah, Hirat1101112. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Thank you so much for the follow. Dude, that is awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Be sure to comment in the chat. You have just as much a part in this as we both do. We will both gladly take any suggestions you have about ways to push this forward. Just put it into the chat, and we will be more than happy to see where you can take us. Kind of hard to write about anything negative about the beach. I don't know. I mean, that looking at your foundations. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, jeez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one that wanted us to write about the same topic.
Somebody lying.
Yeah, someone is lying here. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. Yeah, you don't care so much. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Alright, Monica or Sayori?
Sayori.
It's nice, I guess. Oof. I guess, huh? Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Oh, go ahead.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri.
Oh, she's on with us.
I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Dylan. See, Anthony got me saying Dylan all aggressive because that's how it always says Dylan. He's always says, instead of saying Dylan, it always says Dylan. Yo, alright, Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early, Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out for the classroom, humming to herself. Alright, so Monica.
Wait, so we didn't see a poem from her?
Yeah, we didn't see a poem. Because she said, oh, you wrote this for somebody else. You wrote this for Yuri. And then she was like, oh, I'm not feeling well.
And then just took off.
Yeah. Thanks, Alright. Okay, yeah. So she getting jealous. Alright. Hi, Dylan. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform to the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It will, would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem in. I'm holding it in my hand. Great job, Dylan. I was going ooh in my head while reading it.
Ooh.
It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why I didn't expect you to go from something so deep.
Tell me why when she said I was going ooh in my head, I just heard Nick's voice go ooh. Or like, have you seen that Sully meme? Yeah, you know, Monsters Inc. The
guy,
yeah, where he's like, I just heard that, man. It's like, I was just going in my head.
Bro, no, I know how you feel, because like ever since that Deontay Wilder interview, I cannot. Every time I see to this day or I read to this day, I just say in his voice to this day.
Or the Minecraft, when you hurt yourself.
I don't know about that one. Alright, I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low.
I feel like that was a side jab.
Yeah, low key.
Yeah, I feel like some little shade being put out right there, keeping expectations low.
Alright, that way it always count when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sarah, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it and just feel by, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now.
The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, no purpose, and we seek the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with each breath she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Alright. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but this was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see.
I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Huh, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Why did she say two-dimensional? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or bad or okay, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe.
Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems that you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously, all of that time not going home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No, first of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who?
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Why is her mouth so small? I thought that was dust on the screen for a second.
Holler.
It's so small!
Yo, okay.
It's like a nose.
Alright. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so she just dodged that question. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping design them. And as for you, Yuri, you can
Wow.
Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
Damn.
I'm useless.
Oh.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can't tell now. I can tell now. I guess I've never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but I can't also be a leader on my own that I won't grow and see. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, so you should make some banners and decorations that help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Dylan. The one who's truly useless.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that.
Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members?
Ooh.
How on earth are they going to respond to the suggestion of that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. Oh, she's down for the dirty work. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you could to handle the baking on your own. Dylan may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Oh no, and I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Dylan to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't. Oof. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. Let's pipe down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Dylan to decide who would like to contribute.
They're just trying to pipe it down. They don't want to pipe down. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. Ooh. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry, just saying. Can we settle this already? Yeah. Dylan, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight. Oh. I think we should do something productive, so let's choose between Natsuki and Yuri. Because they're already working on the pamphlets together.
I would say
Yuri? Alright. Probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... So you'll be helping out Yuri then, Dylan? That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, because Natsuki, she's been sneak dissing this whole time we've been in there.
And even Monica, like every now and then, she got that little side jab going on in there. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki will be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said it would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. Yeah, I can think of another word that might describe you right now. I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Dylan?
Me? I guess I could say I'm interested to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki?
Silence. Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Dylan picked me.
I swear, if Natsuki pulls out the growing boom thing again.
And your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words when she's already has trouble words trying to cheer someone up to be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes is going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other.
I'll be right back. You can go ahead and keep going.
I'll keep going. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way. Yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Oh, she coming to my crib. Okay. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I'll prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to pressure you for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not really as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Dylan. I think that will make a very team. I just got the hiccups out of nowhere, y'all. Excuse me. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yep, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us, or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to make my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Ooh, shut up. Alright. Oh, child. She's trying to pipe now.
Sunday, huh?
Yep, it's Sunday. She said that, what's cousin? No, I'm not going to her crib. She's saying that she kept insisting to come to my crib.
Oh.
So it's Sunday. She coming over to my crib and she said she's looking forward to it.
Oh, I bet she is.
I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't matter much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit with it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. Oh yeah, and she got and I gave her the digits.
Nice.
She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, it's really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me.
I'm sure she's fine. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's homes like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her to not run down and greet me. I head up to our bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Dylan. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she has for years now.
I'll say it. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
Oh. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Damn, how she know she wasn't in there? Well, she probably got the...
Yeah, Monica probably told
Monica,
her.
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time... Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, Monica told me.
Yeah.
There we go.
See, bro, she over here stirring up the drama.
Monica's a homewrecker.
Bro, she over...
Monica's a little homewrecker, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, bro. Like, she's the... No, I was gonna make that reference to that. Who said that on the on that one show? But I forgot who said it on Real Housewives. Who said that?
I don't know.
So basically, the background on the who said that was so they was having dinner, and then somebody said, "Yo, somebody started the rumor of da 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 da." And then he and somebody at this table started the rumor, and then the person that started the rumor went, "Who said that?" Who said that? You're like, so Monica, she the one that stirred up the tea.
Monica be like, "Who said that?"
Yeah, she stirred up the tea, and then she'll be the main one. Who said that?
It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Ooh. Yep. There's more silence. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Dylan.
Yeah.
Why can't you just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it.
Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Dylan. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Dylan? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my entire life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend.
Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Dylan.
You don't. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to take care of me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head.
Wow, this is...
That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spirit going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. I don't understand that. I don't understand your feeling at all, Sayori. Oof. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Dylan, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it already was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you the horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am, and that's why I'm going to accept these punishments because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Dylan, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus, but please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Dylan, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Dylan, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me. In return, I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. Dylan. Okay, Dylan. Okay. I gotta stop saying it like that because Anthony was my roommate. He said Dylan like that for the whole school year. And yeah. No, it's so subconscious. It's just Dylan. Okay. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's what's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, so I'll let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes away her tears. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright.
I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sarah exiting her house on the way home. Find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sarah is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri.
Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early.
I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. Did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Ooh, he has a nice room.
I take Yuri into my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
Oh, I wonder what's in that drawer.
Dang, bro, she done found the stash. Playboys. I just went.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine. It's fine. She almost found the magazines.
The magazines, the DVDs, soundtracks, all of it.
The VHS.
The VHS tapes. Oh my god, could you imagine just popping in a VHS tape? She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them.
So, should we get started?
Yes.
I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Ooh, she's gonna set the atmosphere.
That's what she getting there. Atmospheric enhancements, you know, mood, lighting,
aromatherapy candles. I'm sorry.
Hold
is
on.
she
Why
setting?
she bringing candles to
is she
the
setting the mood for the room or for the festival?
Oh wow! I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
She plans on taking it pretty far. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great.
It's easy to forget that you're pretty. Yeah, you're a pretty intense person.
Ha! Intense. Ooh.
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
Nah, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually.
Oh, is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation.
Some stress relievers. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Like what? Let's see.
If you're gonna use it for the event, why you bring them?
Look at the text. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder shaped object.
No, bro. No.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag.
No, okay, wait, no. How do you happen to have it when you just bought it? You just said you just bought it. Oh, I just so happen to have this that I just bought on the way here.
I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that one thing?
This? Oh, it's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
She just slipped that in the middle of this thing.
Uh-huh. Switch on the bottom. In a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins its chloroform. Some sort of knockout gas.
Oh, burst.
Uh-huh. Thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Not gonna say anything about that.
Well,
wow, that smells
wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? I know she's avoiding what this is for.
I know. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I choose jasmine for events because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Well, if you're using these, if you're going to use them for the thing, why are you burning them?
Yeah,
out?
why are you using it now?
Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative.
That's actually a pretty cool idea.
I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed than it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Or maybe it's the vapor coming out of that container. Here's a marker, Dylan. You can write as many characters as you want.
It'll help you once finish cutting the ribbon. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing the best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife.
Huh? Wait, pocket knife? Why not scissors?
The knife is strangely beautiful. Ooh. The silver handle has intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well, embarrassed Yuri looks away.
What is it?
You're gonna think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know.
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it's kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense.
It's intense, of course.
Besides, it's really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. Is it?
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Oh, sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it out and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. That's what she said. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow!
Dylan, why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it, noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the. Whoa! Hold on! I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Whoa! Oh! Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird. It took me by surprise, but I guess she was trying to help, right?
Yeah, help.
Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway.
Oh, no.
I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
What the Dylan, did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. It's not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil. The air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Dylan.
Yuri giggles shyly. And Yuri calling me weird. I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all outside by the side. It looks better than I expected. We will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good things coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yes, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I like to create a banner.
Oh.
That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Well, we'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay.
But, I thought she meant like 6 cups. Not like little. I thought she was talking about the measuring. Like 1 cup of water per tablet.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking something like 6 cups. You know, like
just a little bit of water. If you fill a cup too much, it'll be too diluted.
10 years if I started to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate and catch any paint chips that then bring it back to my room. Yuri. Yes. I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime.
Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush to add a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk too much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry. Yeah. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait, just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
I keep my hands still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it is very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it wouldn't be best to leave it there and then you have it bring this morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do. Phew.
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work, okay?
Well, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But this doesn't mean this the last time I get happy.
Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kinda say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. And as I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Dylan. Yuri takes a step closer, then briefly squeezes my hand.
Oh! Kinda like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori.
Oh.
How you doing, Sayori?
Oh.
Just now we weren't. It's okay, Dylan. I just stopped by to say hi. You well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at this festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Changed up.
Oh yeah, the music changed fast. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what?
Whatever you were talking about.
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Dylan? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Dylan. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica?
Oh, shit.
Bruh, you stayed stirring the fucking pot.
Monica was right about what?
Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. This is something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade anything else. So even if it takes the entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Dylan. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Oh.
Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Okay, Dylan. I like you so much that I want to die.
Uh-oh.
That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you.
Oh!
Hit her with the I love you, dog.
Hit her with the I love you?
Yes. I love you.
Oh.
Those are my true feelings.
Oh.
So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized this sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Dylan.
Aww.
Suddenly, Sarah wraps her arms tightly around me. Dylan, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sarah in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Dylan.
Aw, I just want to be with you forever. Me too.
I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this, Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why wouldn't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Dylan. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. So, and I slowly up with it. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
Aww.
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it has always been. Even if we are really a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey Dylan, Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's what I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her.
Alright, hang on. I'm gonna save real fast.
Oh, damn, we've been going through the whole thing without saving?
Uh-huh. Okay. Alright, turn. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop here for a bit, take a little break. Might come back and finish this up tonight, or we might just do it tomorrow morning. I haven't really decided yet. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for coming in. Shout out again to Hirat0122 for following me. Thank you so much. That's so awesome of you. Thank you everyone who stopped in today. I really appreciate it. Y'all make sure you go check out Dylan's YouTube channel. It's pretty awesome. He's got some really good stuff up on there. Otherwise, either we'll come back on later tonight and we'll finish this up, or we'll finish it up tomorrow morning. All right, you all have a good night.